welcome. I'm here at a secret location in the UK today, and I want to talk to you about rules versus sales. So I've said I'm at a secret location because I'm at a particular hotel in the UK, and I don't think it's fair to name the hotel because I'm going to talk about some of the challenges they've had with rules versus sales, but the distinction's really useful. So my question to you is your business a rules culture or a sales culture? One of the challenges that I've noticed here at this particular hotel is it's a rules culture, and that can affect sales. So for example, I came down for breakfast this morning, and I walk into the breakfast room, and as normal, they kind of greet you as you come in, ask you what your room number is, so they can check you off on their list to make sure you've paid for breakfast, or whether you need to make a payment, of course. And I said, actually, you know what? It's a really nice day in the UK today. You can see that behind me. It's a lovely location out here, out the back of the breakfast room in the restaurant. You can see there's tables around me. There's a beautiful lake and trees in the background. It's a great location, a great day. So when they asked me what to say, I said, actually, you know what? It's a really nice day in the UK today. We don't get many days like this. I'd like to have my breakfast outside. Now, the response was really interesting. Here's me naively thinking that service is important, and of course I'd accommodate my request to sit outside, because why wouldn't they? Their response was, no, sir, that's not possible because we must keep the breakfast contained within the breakfast room. Now, silly me thought I was at a hotel rather than a nuclear reactor where they have to keep things contained, but no, that was their response. I said, well, surely you can sit outside. No, sir, those are the rules. You can't sit outside. You have to have your breakfast. We must keep it contained within the breakfast room. So they then showed me to a table, which is next to the window, looking out on the table that I wanted to sit at to have my breakfast, and I'm sat there looking at what I could have won. That's kind of a little bit silly, and it's not a major thing, but that's an example of a rules culture overtaking a sales culture. You've now irritated one of your guests, you've irritated one of your customers. They're now looking for other stuff. I then went to reception and said, can I have a late checkout? I've noticed it's 11 o'clock for a checkout. I'd like a late checkout. And they said, well, what time are you thinking? I said, 12 o'clock will be fine. I don't need long. Just we've got a lot of kit to move between rooms and cars. I said, well, there'll be a £10 charge for that, sir, because anything after 11:30 costs you £10. £10, really? Again, that's an example of a rules culture overtaking a sales culture. And this is a challenge for a lot of businesses that people try and buy from. Often the rules overtake the sales culture. So things like, no, that's not possible. That's against our rules. We don't operate like that. That's not the way we do business. No, what you'll have to do is, anything that sounds like that is a rules culture overtaking the sales culture. So a lot of this is to do with how the salesperson frames it and how they put that request to other people or give that information. But if you make it sound like a rule, people get annoyed and irritated. We don't tell people what we can't do. We should be telling people what we can do to help them or accommodate at least some part of their requests. So are you and your company focused on rules, or are you focused on sales? I'll see you in another video.